Alright, so here I am again with my third game, and this time I'm the blue player here, UEF as usual, and my opponent is also UEF, the green player over here. The game is already sped up, but you can notice here that I already have 2 factories and my enemy doesn't have any, so I'm already in a kind of an advantage here. I'm pumping out units and he doesn't have anything out yet but engineers. I scout him early with my plane, I see what he's up to. He's got an air factory and a land factory, so I plan for a balanced game. I didn't know at the time, but he was going to play a little bit on the defense. He actually manages to shoot down one of my planes there, so I expect air attacks. I do think that I have the radar upgrade on my tanks. I try for an attack here. I see that it's not gonna be anything, so I retreat back to a safe position over there. In the meantime, I'm building myself a small fleet of fighters with 1 bomber that I never managed to use. And I actually managed, I also have some more units here, both missile launchers and tanks. And as you can see, he did not have a clue that I was with a radar up there. So I saw his planes there and I just took them out real quick. These planes that were over there, if you had the chance to look at. And I'm gonna speed back the game here, so just you can see this. I'm setting up a secondary base here, and my enemy has quite a few units. He's got a lot of fighters. Unfortunately, I don't have anything in the air, so those fighters are good as nothing, even though he will be making use of bombers. But when I see this, you see I did have fighters over there. So yeah, I tried for an assault here with my missile launchers. I tried to, because I saw that he had turrets, but I kind of did not micro them. I just forgot about it, and they just got stomped by the missile launchers that he had. So I have my force over here, okay, but I spot that his defenses are not going to be, you know, very much of use. I mean, if I come from the south here, I can take on his factory there. So, but I see with my radar, I see that he has a lot of planes, and I don't know what they are exactly because, you know, I don't want to go near his base. So what I do here is that, you know, I upgrade my fighters with speed and weapon power. So when he comes with his bombers, I can take them out real easy. And then, you know, I start my move. I move my tanks down on this bridge here. You're gonna see it, and I'm bringing backup from a couple missile launchers as well, especially that I've built from this new land factory here. And he is not coming out of his base. I mean, there's even a mass storage here that he does not exploit. And you can see I have already, you know, expanded a little bit. I have mass extractors up there. And as you can see here, he tries for an attack. He brings up his fighters and 2 bombers, but it's just not enough to counter me. I have too many tanks here and a couple missile launchers, and I just set them on a zigzag movement route, and he moves all his land units towards me. But mixed in these are a few tanks, a few missile launchers, and a bunch of anti-air. And I mean, that was probably a mistake on his part. He should not have moved those units up, because I had a big blob of tanks here. You know, not a blob, but, well, you know, I had more tanks than he did. And some of my missile launchers already did quite a lot of damage to this land factory here. And I pretty much just, you know, now he's without any units. I have radar coverage of his base. I can see. I mean, I'm actually tricked here by these bunch of engineers. I fear that they are tanks, and I know he has towers as well. But you know, I just use my missile launchers to clear out the space here. He actually managed to put up a shield, but you know, that's not gonna hold. That's just not gonna hold. And I don't know why, but he brings up his engineers up to the fight. I guess he could try to reclaim or capture, but you know, they just kind of sacrificed there. I did not understand. As you can see, my air force here is kind of lacking at this moment. He could have wiped me off the air and bombed me had he have any radar. But as you can see on his base, he does not have any radars of any kind. So I'm gonna just speed up the game here because I pretty much just destroy his turrets. There you go, the last turret, missile launchers got it, and I move in with all my tanks. I just upgraded them. They have 3 barrels now, I think. Yeah, I just upgraded them with 3 barrels. So I just kind of, you know, dig my way in his base, find his commander, and good game. He was a good guy, you know, we talked a little bit after the game, and he actually added me on the friends list, so we're gonna have a rematch at some point.